The good news is that the divisive woke ideology that pushes divisive garbage like critical race theory, men becoming women and women becoming men, your race politics in which all that matters is the color of your skin, your religion, whether you're an oppressed person or an oppressor, that's all going out the window in Western civilization. We see it time and time again. Conservative traditional parties are on the rise while the far left continues to recede. Eventually, there's no doubt about it, these guys are headed to the dustbin of history. They're wackadoo theories that have appeared out of nowhere for the past 25 years and done absolutely everything they can to crush civilization in Canada, one of the great Western civilizations. Just in the past decade, it's truly shocking the amount of damage that these theories have been able to do. Whether we're talking about GDP per capita being down 6 quarters in a row, unheard of for a country with the incredible natural resources that Canada has. 70,000 Canadians dying needlessly a year because of an overrun healthcare system. Violent crime being up 50%. Crimes against women being up 80%. Housing continuing to get more and more expensive, exactly aligned with Justin Trudeau being elected Prime Minister. Housing prices housing and rental prices beginning to skyrocket in Canada. The good piece of news is we're seeing it all across the Western world. This ideology is done. It's done for. People are sick of it. At some point, the rubber hits the road, and people are seeing that these destructive, far left views that cast everyone as either an oppressed or an oppressor. It's the polar opposite of sovereignty, free speech, the pillars of our great Western civilizations dating back to ancient Greece, ancient Rome, Mesopotamia, ancient Egypt. The exact opposite. The rubber's hitting the road, and people are seeing these destructive ideologies wreak havoc on a society. Every passing year, it's getting more and more undeniable. So the good news is absolutely this far left kookiness is leaving. The bad news is that people on the left can see the same thing and they're not happy about it. And these extremists, when you have a rat cornered, that's when it's most dangerous. And that's exactly what we're seeing here through the horrific events. I mean, event after event in the States. Charlie Kirk shot in the head. There's been the attempted assassination attempt on Trump. We have seen time after time conservative or right-leaning politicians. In Germany, it's barely even believable. Well, it's not believable. It's not a conspiracy. 7 members of the ADF have been taken out. You heard that correctly. With elections coming up in Germany and it becoming more and more clear that the ADF, or the Alternative for Germany party, was going to win, running away, 7 different members of their parliament have been killed. This is when things are most dangerous when you look historically. When the left knows that they're losing, it's so ironic that they will consistently call their opponents fascists when there's no doubt about it, they are the extremists. Consistently, time and time again. I know in World War II, our Canadian history books, all they talk about is how horrible a certain group in Germany was, and certainly they were. But the communists killed tens of millions of more people than the fascists, whether we're talking Mao Zedong, Pol Pot, Stalin, Lenin, all the most brutal, the absolute most brutal dictators of the past have been far left-wing communists. Now, for whatever reason, our history books only focus on the right wing. I hope nobody still watches state propaganda, CBC, CTV, because they'll never tell you the truth. But if you actually study history, these movements are particularly dangerous as they're petering out, as they are right now in Canada. I know somehow Carney got elected. I'm not overly convinced that there wasn't some fuckery going on there. Somehow, by the skin of his teeth, Carney got elected. But you look at public opinion poll after public opinion poll, if an election were to be held today, no doubt about it, Poilievre would win. And conservatives are on the rise. Liberals are on the fall. But this is not the time to take the foot off the gas. As I said, a cornered rat is when it's most dangerous, and that's exactly what we're seeing now throughout the world. They're getting desperate. We are seeing Conservative Party. If there was an election held in the UK today, no doubt about it, Farage would win running away. That would have been considered unbelievable just 3-4 years ago. But right now, according to public polling, it would not even be close. Farage would win that election running away if it were held today all across the Western world. Heading into 2028, Vance in all likelihood will win that election. Liberals are on the back foot because, as I said, the rubber's hitting the road. People have seen the results of these far left policies, how divisive, how detrimental to great Western civilizations they are. But we have to keep charging forward, particularly in Canada, where unfortunately we do tend to have a slightly more apathetic voting base, which is why I'm hosting the Take Canada Back rally Saturday, September 13th. This upcoming Saturday, 2 days, noon, Parliament Hill. I want to get thousands of patriotic Canadians out so that we're on the same side of Western civilization as the UK's, the Aussies have showed with pride and recent days. Noon, Saturday, September 13th, Take Canada Back rally. We are winning, but we have to keep our foot on the gas. Please like, share, subscribe, join, become a member. If you're interested in supporting the movement, make sure you're following on TikTok if you're following on YouTube, because I'm over 16K subs and the Canadian government is not a big fan of dissidents, as we see time and time again, most recently with the insane Bill C-63, but that's for another video. Canadian patriots are going to make sure that we take this country back.